Most people think that setting boundaries is about telling other people where to stop. In truth, setting boundaries is about knowing where you begin. A trigger is not just an overreaction. It is an old wound that is being touched again and again in a present moment. And a reaction is when a wound speaks before you can in any given situation. Someone may say something small and you feel a surge of anger. Someone withdraws and you begin to feel abandoned. Someone questions you and you feel attacked. Triggers are not proof that something is wrong with you. They are your signposts pointing you towards your nervous system and how it has learned to protect you. Maybe you learned that love has to be earned, that speaking up leads to rejection, that safety comes from pleasing others or controlling others or withdrawing from a situation. So when a similar energy is encountered, that wound held within your body reacts first. Not because you're weak, but that is how we are all wired to survive. And this is where boundaries come in. A boundary is not a wall, it is clarity. It is the ability to take a pause between what happens and how you respond. It is the ability to recognize this feeling is very real, but it may not belong to this moment. True boundaries are not created in anger. They are created in awareness. For example, I need time before I respond to you. That doesn't feel okay for me. I am not available for this unpleasant dynamic anymore. These statements are boundaries. A reaction pushes the energy outside. A boundary anchors the energy within. When we are triggered, we either collapse or we tend to get aggressive. We may over-explain, over-defend, or zip up and withdraw. But healing asks for something different, not suppression, not expression without awareness. Healing asks for regulation. Feel the trigger, but do not become it. Notice the reaction, but do not obey it. Choose a response instead of repeating a pattern. Of course, this takes practice and it takes gentleness with yourself. But because most of us were never taught about boundaries, it can feel uncomfortable because we were taught about obedience, we were taught about endurance, we were taught about adjustment. So yes, initially setting boundaries can feel selfish, can bring up guilt. Discomfort of this nature is actually the path to growth. So let yourself be a little uncomfortable. Continue to honor yourself without attacking another. Continue to say no without feeling guilty. And continue to say to yourself, I shall not abandon myself in order to keep the peace.